Alright, so here I got the skid plate off. I marked off right over there. You can't really see the red mark. Yeah, you can't see the red mark. But oil pan. So in order, I'm gonna have to drop this front diff. So I'll just put you in a time lapse for that. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Another one. This third one's right behind here. It's this 12mm hex. It's this. I got all the bolts out for the oil pan. Screwdriver right here. Let's pry on it. Clean it up real good. Then I will see where I mark the X, clean that up, clean the paint off, and weld the bung, and probably just wire weave this whole thing and repaint it. Alright, so oil pan is all cleaned up. Like I said, I'm gonna weld this bung in between two bolts and not up here, because obviously then I can't get the fitting on, so let me make sure I can thread this on. That looks good to me. Go a little bit higher, but I don't want to put too close. I might weld it from the inside, I'm not sure. It's gonna be tough to get around this side. So I'm gonna just stick the marker in here. Center punch it, drill it out. So I'm gonna drill it out to this, not here, because obviously this is gonna slide through. I want it to mix into this lip so it can slide in and butt up against that. So this is stainless steel. I'm gonna use filler rod 309. That's just steel, stainless steel. Yeah, let's measure this so we can figure out what size we can drill. So 7/8 attached. They're bigger than 7/8. How many minutes? What it looks like. I'm gonna try welding from the inside. Once I weld it, then I'll paint it. So that's to record what my welds look like after I was done welding. But I painted it already. That's what it looks the prettiest. Just hope it doesn't leak. Inside, that way on the outside, you can't really spray painted. Outside everywhere is like. Alright, so now I'm just putting together the AN line, dash 10, nylon braided. I have the vibrant, and then light straws. Here's the part number. You can get different brands or whatever. I don't have the AN wrench, but pretty much put the fitting in there with the small side going towards the hose. You put it in there, and it's got reverse threads for the hose, so you just push straight as you're turning counterclockwise. I don't know if you can see there. can see the hose almost bottomed out. A little more. And I can put it up in here. Don't want to clamp too much. Spray some lube on this. Some power lube. Like I said, I don't have an AN wrench. I'm just going to use an adjustable for this. Okay, so I scratched this one up pretty bad. Here's my hose, now I can go put it on. See, it's running right there. So it runs down here. Still have to tie it, move it out of the way, like I said. Down here. You can see it right down there. But here's the driver's side. And you can't really tell. I took off the stock manifold, clean up the gasket material. Oh, there you can see. Gotta cut the bottom studs, put them in, and put the manifold on. So right here. Alright, let's get to it. So, I got it up on both sides. Show you guys. I'm gonna connect the driver's side first, since that manifold's already tightened down. Then I'll put the clamp on this side. I'm gonna try to put the clamp on the bottom, or the bolt on the bottom, so it doesn't interfere with the downpipe coming through here. I got this side manifold all tightened down. To get the lower 3 bolts, well, to get to the so these two, the middle one and the left, you have to remove the starter. I tighten down the clamps with the V-band on both sides. So now I can throw the turbo on. But actually before that, I'm going to take this tape off and I'm going to install the oil feed line. And so I'm going to take the oil filter off, install the oil feed line, and just crank the engine a little bit and have the other side of the feed line going into the bottle, make sure I'm getting oil pressure. That way the turbo doesn't start up dry, while it's trying to fill up that line.